So you've got this great idea, and you're trying to reach out to these big companies to pitch your idea, but for some reason you're just not getting in. Please watch this video. All right, so you're on LinkedIn and you're trying to reach out to these companies, and sure enough, some of them do connect with you, but for some reason they don't engage, and you're wondering, what are you doing wrong? Well, I'm here to tell you, maybe you're not doing anything wrong. You have to realize, even though you're on LinkedIn, and even though you're connecting with these companies, they're getting pitched every single day. And because they're getting pitched every single day, it's hard to break through. In fact, they have their walls up. In fact, they're screening you and they're screening everyone. So it's really hard to get to these companies today and find the right person to actually build a relationship and start to pitch your ideas to. So what is going on? You made a connection, they've connected with you, you start to reach out to them, maybe you start to pitch your idea, but then it goes quiet. You get ghosted and you're wondering, did you do anything wrong? So maybe you're not doing anything wrong, but you have to realize they're getting pitched every single day. And because they're getting pitched every single day, they don't want to talk to you. So how do you do it? How do you get to these big companies? All right, I'm going to go through some of this to give you some tips and advice, but I have to tell you something straight up. It's not easy to get to these companies today, and it's not easy getting to the right person because they're getting pitched every single day. Now you're thinking, wait a minute, Steve, they want to see new ideas, so why aren't they talking to me? You have to look at it from their perspective. Can you imagine getting pitched every day, and you have to look through all these ideas, and you realize that most of these ideas, number one, are not a good fit, and number two, oh, they can find that same idea within seconds doing a Google search. So you're wasting their time and they know it. So the big problem here, companies have had a problem working with us inventors. We're pitching ideas that are not new, we're pitching ideas that aren't a good fit, and we're wasting their time. So what can you do to get to these companies? Well, I have to tell you, we have a program in which we have a team of people, and all they do all day long is to reach out to companies and build those relationships with the right companies and the right people. And today we're getting into at least 20 companies a week, which is almost 100 a month of building those relationships with those companies. So why are those companies engaging with inventRight? It's very simple. We're telling them we're going to do two things. We're going to send them great ideas, and we're going to save them time and money. Of course, they love it because we're vetting all the ideas we're going to send to them. That's why they've opened their doors. They understand that we've been working with inventors for over 25 years, and we know when we see a good idea. We know how to package a good idea, we know how to present a good idea, and we know the language of licensing, so those doors are opening for us. So every Thursday I meet with my team, it's called Gateway, and I ask them, you guys, what's working, what's not working? Because I'll tell you one thing that's very important to me, is helping people get to these companies, and I'm going to share some tips with you. The first thing they're telling me, Steve, LinkedIn is great, but it's only great when you get a name of a person you want to reach out to, because at the end of the day, you just have to pick up the phone and call them. They're also telling me that even though you're calling them, most likely they will not pick up the phone, they're not going to connect, so you have to leave a voicemail. They've also told me, look, you're going to have to spend a lot of time, you have to probably leave a couple different voicemails, you might even have to call back to the operator to do it a couple times. It just takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort. But when you do leave a message on someone's voicemail, you better be good at your pitch. You better be able to pitch the benefit of your idea within seconds. And that pitch needs to be so good, so tantalizing, they're actually going to call you back. So if you're having a hard time pitching or you haven't had enough practice, you're going to need to slow it down and practice a little bit, because if you cannot pitch your idea within seconds to get someone to be interested in it, to even call you back, they're never going to call you back. So I asked the team, is there any really other magic tips you can give me which I can help you with? And they're telling me absolutely one thing that's important. you'll be surprised how many times you have to call these companies, how many times you have to follow up, how many times you will not get to the right person, and how many times you're just going to have to navigate and be patient to get to the right people. So at the end of the day, I asked them, so what does it really take? And you know what they told me? Work. Oh, it drives me crazy. All right, so this is what you need to do. Find the right company, make sure you have a new product that they cannot find within seconds. Make sure you can pitch your idea within seconds, in which they will call you back because they're so interested in it, because you have really done your homework and you're making sure your product is a good fit for that company. The other thing they told me, since they're calling companies every single day, is that they've gotten very good at this. They're very comfortable with it. In fact, what they told me, they're in control of the conversation. So anything that comes their way, they can navigate around it to get to the right person. I wish this was a little easier, but it's really not. We have gone through a lot of people to find a team of people that are really good at it, that can hit the numbers that we're looking for, because this program at Gateway is really important for us to find the right companies and the right people, so they know we're going to save them time and money. But at the end of the day, it just takes a tremendous amount of work and giving them confidence that when I send them a good idea, it's going to be great. So that's why these companies love us at InventRight with this new program called Gateway, because we're doing all the work for them. We're vetting it, and we're saving them time and money. And we're making sure that we do send them a good idea, that it's going to fit their product line, it communicates quickly, and sure enough, we understand the world of licensing, and they can make quick decisions and ask us good questions so we can get back to them quickly to get the deal done. All right, so to wrap this up, to get to these companies today, it's not as easy as it used to be. They're a little guarded because they're just getting slammed like everybody today. And they're looking at a lot of ideas that just don't make any sense, and it's costing them time and money. So they really prefer that you do your homework. That's why you're watching InventRightTV, and making sure you have great sell sheets, making sure you have everything they need to make a quick discussion. And you have to be prepared for some of the other questions they're going to ask. All right, so get out there, be a note collector, knock on a lot of doors, be very persistent, be a professional, know the world of licensing, and come up with great ideas, and keep knocking on those doors. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe down below. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, and please give me a thumbs up. Until next time, I will see you on the next video at InventRightTV.